Today, folks, we're going to be doing 3 modifications to my 2019 Ford Raptor that actually make a difference, but these are going to be universal to any and every truck. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this because I'm super pumped on what we're doing today. So the first thing we're going to be doing to the Gen 2 today, brakes. We are in dire need of getting new brakes on the Gen 2. Every time I take it in to get just a basic oil change, I have my local dealership do it just for warranty reasons. They're always like, hey, your brakes are this low. They're this low. They're this low. And I'm like, I get it. You guys really want to do my brakes, but I'm not going to let you because they quoted me like $1,600. Absolutely not, but thanks for asking. We have Stage 3 Motorsports fired up on the MacBook. And Stage 3 Motorsports is one of the sponsors of this channel, and they are the sponsor of today's video, which I'm super pumped for. But the main reason that I like Stage 3 Motorsports is the fact that they've been around since 2004. You go to their website, they literally have everything. F-150, Raptor, Super Duty, Ranger, Bronco, Toyota Ram, other Fords. Like, they literally just have it all, and their website's super simple to navigate. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll over here to the Raptor section. We're going to just go to Shop All for the 2017 style, which is my Gen 2. We're going to scroll down, but just hit Brake Upgrades, and we're going to just do the full kit. We are doing power stop brakes today, and if you guys have ever decided, hey, instead of just going with the OEM stuff or OEM like replacements from your local automotive store, basically this is the in-between. Like, a lot of guys are like, hey, maybe I should do a big brake kit, but then you're going to spend over like $3,000 on that, which is insane, especially for most of the people that are probably just driving on the street. So if you want more braking power without going to a big brake kit, the power stop is the way. They have 2 different kits. They have the Z23 kit, and then they also have the Z36 kit. And basically pretty much the difference is if you want the ultimate most braking power, you want the Z36 kit. This is the kit that we're going with today. Pretty much the difference though, the Z23 you're gonna get, I think it's like 15% to 20% more braking power than stock. And then if you go to the Z36 kit, you're gonna get 25 to 30% more braking power than stock. And the way that you get more braking power with these is it's a carbon fiber ceramic blend brake pad, and that's how you get more power out of them. Gen 1 Raptor, however, it does have slotted and drilled rotors already. I would like to put the power stop kit on this truck. I know these are not the power stops. These are probably just like those cheaper kits that you can get off of like eBay, but they're not gonna have the same braking power as power stop. That'll probably be a future upgrade too on the Gen 1 as well. But we got to get heading south to my buddy's house. He's got a lift over there, and it's just going to make our lives way easier to swap these brakes out quick. Okay, so we got the Gen 2 Raptor up on the lift, and we're over at my buddy Caleb's house. It's always better if you have somebody with a lift because it just makes your life that much easier. So here is our rears right now. Probably can't really see that, but they are getting down there in life. We already have one of the new ones up and at it. Here is the power stop brake pad. You can just see just how much more we're gonna be having. Much more. So this should make a huge difference. So in the matter of about 15-20 minutes, we already got one of them completely swapped out. It's pretty freaking simple. All you do is you're going to come to the back side. Your 2 slide pins, those are 13 millimeters back here. And then to actually remove the whole caliper from this is going to be a 21 millimeter bolt here and then a 21 millimeter bolt down here. And you can pull this off pretty much your old rotor. Just slap it with a hammer, and it should just break right free. Just to show you guys too, when you remove these brackets back here for your slide pins, if this guy isn't kind of loose how it is, like free, you're going to have to make sure it's free. So you might have to heat it up or something. If not, you're going to have to replace that bracket. But if you heat it up to break it free, this kit does. The power stop kit comes with these new little rubber boots. So that way, if you guys do heat it up and destroy them, you can swap those out. But both of mine are both free. So we don't have to really mess with that or worry about heating it up or swapping this bracket out. Caleb also recently did the exhaust on the Gen 2. We did the full AWE. We're going to go over this in a little bit, but yeah, he did the full exhaust, so if you guys watch that video, he works on just about anything and everything. He really specializes in like diesel trucks. Caleb, is there any vehicle you won't work on?
I like my diesels.
Do you?
Mostly, but yeah, I guess it depends, you know. It depends how busy I get sometimes, you know.
Maybe I need a diesel. I don't know if I'll ever get a diesel, but I'll think about it. I guess if there's a diesel Raptor maybe, but pretty much, yeah, we're going to just stick with a Gen 2 and a Gen 1 for a while. Okay, he did mention that he doesn't really want to work on imports, which I can understand that. So pretty much like, would you work on an Acura, Toyota? Those are like, not, you're talking like Mercedes, Beamer.
Yeah.
Like the imports where like it's kind of like,
Like you break something, it costs you more money than what you
yeah,
make, you know.
the lower end imports you would probably touch.
Yeah, depending on what it is, but yeah.
Okay, note to self. He likes diesels, no imports. Now to break these in, we have to perform 5 moderate to aggressive stops from 40 mile an hour down to 10 mile an hour in a rapid succession. Then, after you do that 5, you're going to want to perform another 5 moderate stops from 35 miles per hour to 5 miles per hour in rapid succession. And keep in mind, when you're doing this, you don't want to come to a complete stop. You do not want to come to a complete stop when you're doing the 40 mile an hour or the 35 mile an hour. Once you get your 5-minute dissipation of heat out of the way after those, you're golden. So all we need to do is we need to get up to 40 mile an hour. We're at our 40 and literally just kind of like slam on the brakes till you get down to 10, let off. And now just do the same thing. Romp on it again, get up to 40 mile an hour. Step on it. So we're gonna do that 3 more times. And then into the 35 mile an hours. And now that it's been like 5 minutes, I've been kind of just hitting on the brakes and I can just tell a massive improvement. Yeah, my other brakes were lower, so of course you're gonna feel a better improvement, but these truly do make a difference. And the funny thing is like, you know how you kind of get used to where your brake's at, like your braking power? Like now I kind of got to readjust because now I've got like extra power, if that makes sense. So if you guys are thinking about upgrading your brakes, I would highly recommend just swapping over to the Power Stop kit because you don't have to upgrade your calipers. Alright, this next mod completely changes how the truck drives. And honestly, it's one of the first things I'd do to any Raptor. Let me show you what I mean. So if you go to Stage 3 Motorsports, search up the Raptor exhaust, there's lots of options. But the one I ended up going with is the AWE 0FG catback exhaust system. And there's a few reasons why I did. First, this is a full stainless steel catback system, so you're replacing everything from the catalytic converters back, which means you're gonna get a better flow, deeper sound. The second thing is, I like AWE's build quality. It's all stainless steel, clean welds, the fitment is on point. Install was actually super straightforward. It's a bolt-on system, factory hangers, factory mounting points. So if you've got basic tools, you can realistically do this in your garage. This is the part that actually everyone cares about. It gives you a nice deep tone at idle. It's just a clean turbo V6 sound. I also had an older gentleman the other day at a red light say, "Hey, is that stock?" I said, "No, it is aftermarket. It's aftermarket exhaust." He goes, "Is that the V6 EcoBoost?" I said, "It sure is." He said, "That thing sounds really, really good." Shout out to whoever that guy was. This is one of those mods you notice every single time you drive. Sounds so good. We're back in the garage. I'm going to show you guys the last item that we're doing. So we're going to come over to Raptor. We're just going to go shop all. Then come down. Engine upgrades. Cold air intakes. This is one of those upgrades where you could spend $300, $700. I think there might even be some for $1,000. But I went for the one that's just perfect and it's not going to break the bank. That's the S&B oiled intake. Right here, you're going to see this is the 2018 to 2025 for the 2.7 and the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, $379, which is actually a phenomenal price considering the price of some intakes. What I really like about this intake is the fact that it's still in this box that kind of looks factory, but then you still get to see the filter. 8 reviews, 5-star. I mean, you can roll through these and everybody's talking about how much they love this intake for the price that they paid. I mean, this guy here saying he's getting 2 miles per gallon better in fuel. Excellent upgrade, could feel the power increase right away. Install was fairly easy, worth the money. That's the intake we are adding to the Gen 2. And just like that, we have received our intake. Same day delivery is wild. Full disclosure, it's not same day delivery. We need to deconstruct the Gen 2. Can we get the one-handed hood open? This is such a difficult task. And for science reasons, let's just go ahead and start a timer. We gotta hurry up and get the tools together. Now that we finally got the intake installed, we're setting at a whopping hour and a half. I feel like I could have went a little quicker, but I did not get this CCV tube in, and so many people ask questions about this. I literally don't know if it needs to go in. If it does, the truck's gonna throw a check engine light. So I guess I'll just drive around, see what happens. But we need to get this thing on the road. I wanna hear what this thing does for noise, how much more turbos I can hear, and if I can feel any more to the throttle response. But what I do like about this kit really is the aesthetic of it, because it's kind of got that like OEM premium plus feel, and it's not just an open filter, just an intake tube, you know, it just looks kind of premium, especially at that price point. So let's get this thing on the road and see what she does. According to the butt dyno, I feel like it gave it just a little more oomph to it, and I want to say it definitely added some intake noise, but it's not like overkill, because you know how sometimes you can add just an open box intake and the thing just like, it's super loud, like it's super like engine throaty, and I feel like this isn't like super throaty. I just feel like I can like, it's just got like a nice extra tone to it. The actual turbo spool, you definitely hear it more, and I'm assuming this should increase my miles per gallons by 1 or 2, but then again, the way I drive, I don't know if I'm really gonna notice it. But my old filter was bad. Overall though, I really like this upgrade. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. It just sounds crisp. I like it. I'll keep you guys posted on the CCV tube. If that throws a check engine, as of right now it hasn't, but I know it's not going to throw it right away. That's all we got for this video. Just 3 mods that I absolutely love, and I would do these again if I started from scratch. Big shout out to State Street Motorsports for making this happen. Make sure to go check them out, because they have nothing but the best for your vehicles. And I'll drop those links down below for you guys to check them out. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, like I said, I'll keep you posted. If not throwing that CCV tube in throws me a check engine light, but as of right now, we're still good. Until next time, guys, peace.